Welcome back, everyone, to more of our 2022 racing season here at Pit Gaming. And in today's video, we're in the Xfinity cars. So we've done the truck race at Auto Club Speedway, or California BR. So now it's time to move on to the Xfinity series. And as we move into the single race, we'll be at California BR once again. But I did make one change to the race length. Instead of running the 38 laps, we're only going to be running 25 laps. And that's because I'm coming down with something and it is really affecting my voice. My voice will be in and out. So I'm hoping by reducing the length of this race a little bit that I can make it through the 25 laps and still have enough voice, maybe that we can squeeze in the Cup race as well for tomorrow. So that's what I'm hoping to save my voice just a little bit today. Other than that, everything is the same. Now, we do have 36 cars in the field today, 100% AI. The Xfinity cars are going to race very different than the trucks that we saw in our previous video, and that is the idea. The Xfinity cars have the least amount of grip. They have the most straightaway speed, so we're going to have the most off-throttle time in the corners. That thing makes things different, and which makes it even more fun for me and hopefully you guys as well.
Son, drivers, start your engines.
All right, command has been given. We're going green in about a half lap. So with the Xfinity cars, we can expect a very different race. In the trucks, I was never below about half throttle, even in dirty air. So here, not so much. The Xfinity cars have by far the highest straightaway speeds and the least amount of grip. So that equals a lot of time off throttle in the corner. So with that in mind, I'll be completely out of the gas on corner entry,
going green,
as well as using some brake in order to help steer the car and get the car to turn. And of course, being in dirty air will only magnify that.
Green, green, green.
And I have no idea how strong the AI are going to be. I know they should be strong. I'm just not exactly sure how strong. Who knows? We might end up running for a top 30 in 25 laps. I have no idea. You can see the car already wanting to swap ends with me there in 1 and 2. So once again, I'll be looking for that clean air, which will not be easy to find early on in the run, as that you can see they are 3 wide quite a bit up there. And so far this car is anything but stable with me, so it's going to take me a little time to get used to this car. I have not been in this car in a few days now, since I was testing. The last racing I did was in the truck car, in the truck series. So I'm trying to remind myself right now how to drive this car.
You're up top.
And that's the beauty of it. It drives so differently than the trucks that is what makes it fun. But right now, I am all over the place with this car.
41.717. Inside.
You see, I'm trying to tiptoe into the corners
Keep high.
because I don't know exactly how these guys are going to drive the car.
Keep high. Clear inside.
Woo! Okay. All right, me and Caesar here are having a battle because I can't do anything with him because he is killing my corner entry. All right, let's see if we can get a nice draft and then get to his outside.
41.6.
Because if I'm having to drive based on how they're entering the corner, it's going to be a long day.
Stay high. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
There we go. Give me the outside and let me at least have a little bit of
Car
room.
inside.
So, oh, looks like we've got some guys moving up the track a little further in front. A little three-wide action up there. All right, so just as with the trucks, you're going to see some of the cars here with, such as the Ford to our inside. You're going to see drivers in the wrong car, and you're going to see some cars missing. That's just part of it right now. Hopefully I'll be able to take care of that as the season goes on, but for right now, that's kind of where we are. I'll make some changes along the way as I can, as new cars become available.
Still there. Clear inside.
Oh yeah, this car is so fun to drive because it has so little grip. This is the closest thing to the way the Cup cars used to be for me, where you had to manhandle those things. Let's see, I'm trying to stay off these guys on corner entry. Alright, the car's not handling too bad, it's just that the AI are pretty strong. Yeah, I need some help on corner exit. Whenever I get back to the gas, the car isn't quite rotating the way I need it to, so I'll need to make a few adjustments from week to week there to help out with that. But you can see corner entry speeds way higher, not even close to what we had in the trucks. I mean, this is a completely different ball game here in the Xfinity cars. And I love it.
Clear inside. Car inside. Keep high.
So you can see we're not exactly moving up through the field quickly.
Keep high.
These guys are very strong.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Inside. 40.
I'm trying to get as much draft as I can.
Stay high. Keep high. Keep high.
So we might be looking at possibly a top 25 being a great run at this point, because the AI here are very strong. Now I did have to make a few tweaks to the AI to make them a little stronger, because
Car inside.
the dirty air was really hurting their ability to perform, so I had to make some adjustments for them.
Stay high.
That's why they're such a complete unknown for me.
Clear.
But I must say, this is an absolute blast, having to work the gas, having to work the wheels so much to get around this track. This is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm getting back to the gas and just having to work it. And this is on new tires. So yeah, things are coming together with the Xfinity series.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
Just like with the trucks, I feel like the middle of the corner is our sweet spot. The reason I'm trying to stay there as much as I can. I just don't have a good feel for that high side up by the wall. Not going all the way.
Inside.
I'm going to need more practice before I can get up there like this and try to get some nice speed out of it. I feel like the way I'm driving it right now up there, I'm just binding the car up more than anything. But we'll keep at it.
Still there. Clear inside. Inside.
As long as they'll give me a little bit of a groove out here on corner entry so that I can set my corner entry and not have to worry about whether or not I'm going to run them over, then I'm good.
Still there.
All right, so where are we in the field? We are 20, okay, almost to the top 25. I like it. So my goal for 25 laps was the top 25. I thought if we can make it to the top 25, that'll be goal number one. Now, if we can hang on here, actually put ourselves in the top 25.
Clear.
Now that things are starting to spread out, that's the problem. Even if you've got speed, we don't have a ton of laps. So working your way through the field, oh, by the way, that was a whole lot better corner. Wow, when things spread out, it really gets a lot different. We should be able to complete this pass.
774. Clear.
Yeah, I could feel a noticeable difference in the car, and I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the car to handle. Yeah, I mean, I'm right back in the gas, stay in the gas. So right now, this is a huge smile on my face for how different this car drives in clean air versus dirty air. Yeah, still a handful to drive, but it is a very different feeling in clean air. All right, so now top 20. I have no idea what lap we're on. I have no idea. So we're just going to drive this thing until we get 3 to go, white flag, who knows? We're just going to keep driving it.
Car inside. Still there. Clear inside.
So I was wondering just how strong these guys would be because one of my favorite things to do is have the car set be very strong overall and force me to...
Car inside.
Woo,
Clear inside.
woo, that was not how I wanted to enter that corner. Me and the 39 were not in agreement on where the corner entry began. Alright, so if we are fighting for somewhere between 20th to 25th, then I wonder what the Cup cars are going to be like. Yikes. Who knows? We might be fighting for last in that.
42.006.
Oh,
Inside.
yeah, me and the 39 are just not in agreement there. It's going to make it very hard for me to make this pass unless I can get a lot of mid-corner speed and get alongside him. That's what I'm going to have to do unless he will go to the bottom. If he will take the bottom here, I will be most
Clear
happy.
inside. Inside.
Yep. All right, he went to the bottom,
Clear.
but I ran right up on him on corner entry. So I'm trying to pedal it and get to his outside. Didn't quite make it. However, we do have some nice momentum here. Let's see if we can use the draft to our advantage. Side draft him a little bit.
42.128. Stay high. Still there. Still there. Stay high.
All right, so apparently we're just not going to be done with the 39
Clear.
yet. So it is not a good idea for me to be right up on the bumper of the car in front
Car inside.
on corner entry. It
Keep
just
high.
not sure where they're going to enter the corner.
Still there.
And it appears as though we have run out of speed to make passes.
42.389. Keep high. Keep high. Clear.
Oh, yeah.
Car inside.
Yep, that was
Stay high.
an interesting corner entry.
Keep
I was
high.
using the brake in case you're wondering, like in a big way.
Clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
All right, let's see what we got down here on this bottom. Oh, we're just sliding right now. We're just sliding. That's what happens when you get back to the bottom and you're not exactly sure how much grip is down there. So that's how that ends up.
42.339. You're now in the top 20. Keep high. Clear inside.
Oh, man. Yeah, now's the worn tire. This is where we really get to fight this car. Okay, but we are in the top 20. I like it. Now, I would like to say that my next goal is top 15, but I don't know how many laps we've got left. I really want to get down here and try this bottom out a little bit. I mean, we've not run a single lap down on the bottom before this last lap, where we finally got an opportunity in turn 3 and 4.
42.
I'm going to have to figure out a lot before we can get down there and reasonably use that. So for right now, we're sticking to the middle, and if we can get down to the bottom, then so be it. Because I believe the bottom down here on this end of the track should be good if I can nail the entry. That was not it. That was a handful is what that was. All right, so we're going to have to block a little bit here on the bottom.
42.667.
There we go. All right, that's a little better. Now let's see if we can figure out turns 3 and 4 with some clean air. Again, sort of shooting for the middle of the track here. Yeah, that's a handful and fun. So we got Jeffrey Earnhardt once again in the wrong car up there. 1.1 seconds. I think he said 5 to go.
7.
Oof. Yeah, we're definitely losing some grip out of these tires. So when you have a car that already has no grip and a lot of straightaway speed, what does that equal? Whenever the tires start to wear and you start to lose even more grip, it equals more fun. That's what it equals. Alright, that was a better corner. Not sure about the speed there. Now, in testing, I would be looking at the lap times and comparing them for what groove I'm running and so forth. But here, I'm not paying any attention to that. I'm just going by feel and whether or not we're catching the guys in front of us. And right now, we are, ever so slowly. Not sure if we're going to have enough laps left. We're in 20th. So job number 1 is we want to keep that. Not that that means I'm going to be backing off any at all, because I will not. Woo, okay, back end wanted to slide around with me a little bit there. I like it. Alright, now that we're closer to these guys, we're starting to get back into that dirty area, so I'm having to really pay attention on corner entry that I don't slide too much of the track. Again, just wearing the tires out. For this particular race, 25 laps, we're certainly not going to run out of tire, but in a longer race, we certainly could by abusing those tires. Alright, so yeah, we're running out of time and running out of grip.
2 to go, 42.
2 to go, yeah, there we go.
3, 9.
But the line these guys run at this track, I love it because it is messing me up. It is forcing me to try to figure out how to work with this because we ran these guys down. But now we're getting in that dirty air. And they enter the corner so high and really bring it to the bottom late and use a wide arc into the corner that it is messing up my line because I'm in that dirty air for longer. So it's forcing me to think about going to the extreme high side up near the wall.
1 more lap to go. 43.
Or how do I want to do that? And right now, I'm just, like I said before, I'm just not comfortable enough running the wall in this car to enter that high. We've done it a few times and I did not like it. Just did not feel like I had what I needed up there. So, alright, one more stab at it here. We're going to drive it in there. Oh, turn, car, turn. I need you to turn. Well, I wanted it to turn so we could get one more shot at him. But unfortunately, it is not to be. But I am very happy with the top 20 in 25 laps. I feel like
All right, there's the checkered flag.
with
Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
With another dozen or so laps, I feel like maybe top 15 was possible. Again, just depending on how their tire wear was versus mine, the handling, how it changed, all that kind of thing. And of course, whether or not I could figure out how to deal with that dirty air. All right, let's pull over and come to a stop. That's what iRacing has done to me. We now have to stop the car before we can get out. Let's go ahead and get out of the car. And let's take a look at the final standings. So it looks like Noah gets the win. Ty Gibbs, Harrison Burton again. Harrison Burton not even in the series, but I like Harrison Burton quite a bit. The way he drives and so forth, that I've kept him around. Austin Cindric again, same thing. Justin Allgaier. Okay, so a lot of names that I would expect to be at the top of that list. Got to get Mike Snyder moved into his new ride. So a lot of things that need to happen in this series. And as I look down the list here, just more and more of those popping up in my head. But the main thing, that was a lot of fun. Very different experience to the trucks. Can't wait to see what we get in the Cup cars when we come together again. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and stick around for more of our 2022 racing season.